Perhaps someone should check again on the bride?
Oh, I'm sure it's just a temporary delay. Excuse me. I thought you told me that Brenda was standing in the foyer with her brother.
That's where I left her. She was all set to take Tyler's arm and come down the aisle.
Then what the devil is keeping her?
That's our cue.
That's what you really want? Dad, am I glad to see you. Now, I told her she could back out of it, but she still wants to go through with the wedding.
Brenda, can you look me in the eye and tell me the same thing?
I love Michael. I'm going to marry him. I want to be his wife. Tyler, come here.
No, Brenda, I am not going to let you do this.
Did you hear me? I told you I'm Max Holden.
Yeah, I heard what you said.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Don't waste my time or God's, all right? This is a very serious place, this confessional. People come here to unburden their hearts and receive forgiveness.
What do you think I'm here for?
All right, that's it. Confession is over, okay?
Now, wait a minute. I'm telling you the truth. I'm Max Holden, and you gotta believe me.
Look, Max Holden died in an automobile accident. Everybody in Landview knows that. I don't know what kind of game you're playing here, but I'm not playing it, all right?
This is no game. Obviously, I didn't die in the accident. I've come back, and I need your help.
Now, one last time, boy. Where is Jake and the blonde?
I told you, Skaggs. I mean, Mr. Skaggs. We split up. Jake and the girl went one way, and I went the other.
Don't lie to me, boy. If there's anything I hate worse, it's being lied to.
You know, I've always believed that you were a good-hearted soul deep down inside somewhere.
Shut up. I've checked every room in this motel, and there is no Jake Harrison, and there is no blonde.
Well, there. That's got to tell you something.
Yeah, it does. It tells me you know where they are, and if you want to live to see a sunset, you'll take me to pronto.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
Hi, over there.
Thanks.
Hi.
Got here as soon as I could. Dad's okay, isn't he?
Yeah, he's all right, all things considered. I don't know. Going to that hospital, it just made things worse. I feel so helpless, Bo.
I know. Look, Michael Grant is not going to get away with this. We're going to nail him.
Well, I know, but it's going to take more than just words.
What about the police department? I was at Rafe's office when I got your message.
Well, Rafe has been an incredible help.
Rafe has put his job on the line for us. If it wasn't for him, you'd be in jail right now.
You know who's supposed to be in jail? Michael Grant. Why hasn't Rafe arrested him? What is he waiting for? Another bomb to blow up in my father's face, or maybe for someone else to blackmail me?
Evidence, honey. He needs evidence. When he gets that, he's going to get Michael Grant.
When? Next year? Maybe the next year?
Soon.
When?
Soon. Very soon.
Soon. So what makes you so sure about it?
Look, I just assumed we didn't discuss it right now.
Not discuss it. Okay, that's fine. My father's been attacked. I've been threatened.
Look, as soon as we can put this plan that Rafe and I have
Wait,
come up with...
wait. What plan?
We want to keep it on the QT, okay?
From your wife? You can't tell your wife about it? I can't understand what... Okay, look. If this involves you, and it's dangerous, I don't want you to...
No, it's not. It's not. Don't worry about that. There's absolutely no risk involved, I swear.
Okay, you prove it to me, and then I'll believe it.
Okay. Rafe wants to find some reason, an excuse, anything to get a search warrant and search Grandview.
and then come up with some little bit of evidence that's going to link Michael Grant with Carlo Hesser. That's what we really need. Then we can prove that they're behind the bombing and the blackmailing. See? Honey, really, there is no reason for you to be scared.
No reason? Rafe could be risking his life. He's a member of the family, remember?
Wait, I don't get you. 2 seconds ago, you were mad at Rafe because he wasn't going to action on all of this, and then now you're doing a 180-degree turn.
You appealed to Rafe's sense of Buchanan honor. So he's risking his career, maybe even his life, and you want to know why? For me. Why won't you let me just tell him the truth about the hit and run, and then none of this would be necessary?
Because if you tell the truth, this whole investigation is going to stop at you. We've already been through all this. If you get hauled in for killing that guy Scott, Carlo Hesser and Michael Grant are going to walk.
All right. All right, fine, you've convinced me. You have convinced me that in order for this investigation to go forward, they have to know all the facts before Rafe or anyone else gets hurt.
Look, why don't we just go home right now and we can talk about this
Well,
in
there's
private.
nothing to talk about because I've already taken some steps.
What steps?
You're not the only person I've asked to have lunch with us today. In a few moments, Harding Richards is going to be joining us.
The police commissioner?
Yes. He thinks we're going to be having a pleasant little friendly lunch. I plan on giving him a full confession.
No.
Speak of the devil.
Look, if you think that this makes everything all better, if you think this makes up for all the lies you told me since you've been in my life, well...
You know what's wrong with you, Megan Gordon?
What?
Nothing.
You can count to the number 10, can't you, Mr. Unlucky?
Listen, Skaggs, I mean, I really hate violence, especially when it's directed at me.
1.
And blood, I really hate the sight of
2.
blood. I can't stand it, especially when it's my own blood.
3.
Come on, well, don't you think I would tell you where he was? I mean, I'm not really exactly hero material, you know what I mean? Hey, I do believe that you skipped 3.
6.
Could you go back to 3, please? Just go back to 3 and
7.
stop it. Okay, listen, why don't you just stop at
8.
0? Go back to 0, and I will
9.
tell you... Sacramento! What the hell is that all doing?
Yeah, well, that's what I'd like to know. Now, wait, this is another one of your...
No, that's our code word for trouble. Skaggs must be here. Come on.
Skaggs! My God, why didn't you tell me?
Tyler, tell him to get out of my way.
No, listen to him. He cares about you. Just give him a
Michael
chance
cares
here.
about me. Michael loves me. We're going to be married.
Michael
We're gonna be
doesn't
happy.
love you, and you don't love Michael.
I love him with all my heart.
Bernie, you can tell me this 1,000 times, and I am not going to buy it. Please, don't do this. I'm with him on this, and you know that I want the best for you. He has the right idea.
I'm going to marry Michael, and we're going to be happy, and we're going to have a
Ty,
family,
let me talk
a
to
real
her alone,
family.
please.
Please, don't. I can't.
Ty, take care of Michael. You got it. Michael.
Tyler, everybody's waiting. What's keeping the bride? Well, Tyler, where is she?
She just stepped into the downstairs powder room. She had to wipe off mascara. Tears, you know.
Tears.
Of happiness. She'll be right out. And then I'll lead her into the ceremony. Just give us 2 minutes, okay?
2 minutes. No more.
Brides are all alike.
There's the door, Brenna, just a few feet away. Come on, you and I, we're gonna walk through it together.
Can't.
Yes, you can. We'll find a quiet place. We'll go to the Waterside Inn. We'll talk about what to do next,
I know
okay?
what to do. I'm going to marry Michael. We're going to have a family. No!
Brenna, stop! Please, stop sounding like a damn recording.
You're hurting me?
I am
Why
trying
are you hurting me?
to help you.
If you want to help me, then just let go of me. I love Michael, and I want to be his wife.
No, you don't.
Yes.
No, you don't. Michael doesn't love you, and you don't love Michael. Tell me, Brenda. Tell me again. Tell me now. Look me in the eye, face to face, and tell me that you love and you want to marry Michael. You can't say it. No matter what he's done to you or how he's brainwashed you, you can't lie to me. Now look at me. Please, look. I'll take you, you and I'll take you away from Michael where he'll never be able to touch you, intimidate you, or hurt you ever again.
I can't.
Brenda, I'm not asking you anymore. Come on. Brenda, please. Why it's bad luck?
Look, friend, it's obvious you need something.
Yeah, you think I'm some kind of wacko. Well, I'm telling you, I'm Max Holden, and I can prove it.
If you insist on going along with this, I'll personally escort you out of that confessional.
Let's do this one step at a time. The accident. You want to know why everyone thought that I died in that car crash? Because there was a passenger. I left the inn to go get a marriage license and Gabrielle's wedding ring.
Yeah, everybody knows that. It was
What
in all the
everyone
papers.
doesn't know is what happened to me when I came back to the inn. I picked up a hitchhiker. I never got to know his name. He was a nice guy. We were driving along for a while, and I lost control of the car, and I hit it.
Hey. Are you okay?
I lost control of the car, and I hit a tree. And after the explosion, I wasn't the one who was trapped in the car. It was the hitchhiker. It was his body the police found burned beyond recognition.
Okay. A hitchhiker with no name.
Yeah, I know. It sounds real convenient, but that's the truth. That's what happened. And you want to know why I swerved?
Yeah, look. Everybody knows why you swerved. The roads were icy from the storm.
I swerved to avoid a jogger. And she's the one who found me after the accident. You've even met her.
Me?
Yeah. Her name is Lily Beecham. She saw you once at your office.
Yeah, Lily. Yeah, there was a woman who stopped by my office, but this can't be the same woman.
No, she's the one, all right. She lives with a doctor in a mansion not too far away from the accident site. The doctor's name is Jared St. James. He's a brilliant plastic surgeon. They have a clinic in that mansion, and Lily and Jared brought me there. They patched me up, or they tried. And I lived there for several months, recuperating. But I looked more like a monster than a man. And Jared still has the pictures to prove it, and I still have the scars on my scalp and my back to prove that I was in the accident. And you're probably sitting there thinking, this is so unbelievable. Let me tell you something. I know something only Max Holden knows. From the time that Lily and Jared picked me up and brought me to the clinic, to my final operation that gave me this face, this new face of mine. I was living alone, as a recluse, in a Victorian house on top of a hill.
You were the recluse?
Yeah. Yeah, I was the recluse, the stranger with the hood on my face. Now, if you paid any attention, you would have recognized my voice by now. Remember? I was at Al's birthday party. He grabbed me, pulled me out of the shadows, and demanded to know who I was. Then you told me, quote, "You have me at a disadvantage. You know my name." And Gabrielle...
Gabrielle. She never told me yours.
Then you know why the stranger was at Al's birthday party. I had to see my son. And I swear to you, on Al's life, I'm Max Holden.
Max. Max. I mean, this is a miracle. I mean, this is a miracle. It's a miracle I don't break your jaw in 3 places. That's what it's a miracle about. Jake, run for it!
Too late for that. Your luck's run out and so is theirs. Ellie!
Go on, get out of here. I got him.
I still got your buddy alive or dead!
Don't worry about me. Get out of here.
Yeah, you can trust me with your little buddy. Well, ain't you got a couple loyal friends, huh?
I wouldn't have done it for you. You shouldn't have done that.
Sure you would have. All right, now we got all our ducks in a little row. Now get over there. I have to hand it to you, sweetheart. How did you make a simple arrest into one hell of a chase?
Well, I'm glad that we amused you. Now, if you wouldn't mind...
Just hold it right there, sister. Like all good endings, this comes to an end. This chase is over. I'm gonna take all 3 of you back to Florida with me.
Me too?
That's right. While Jake and his monkey here are serving their hard time, you'll get what you deserve for aiding and abetting.
Skaggs, let her go. She didn't have anything to do.
For what? So she can trick me like she did before?
Megan was our hostage. We forced her into it. She had nothing to do with it, right, Lucky?
Forced her, yep, that's what we did. I personally saw to it that I...
One more word from you, Mr. Bozo, and I will personally zip your lip. You catch my drift?
Well, thanks, guys, for trying it.
Yeah, well, you can thank them when you reach a sunshine state. Of course, I don't think you're going to be getting much sunshine after they throw you in the slammer.
You know what, Skaggs? When the odds are more even...
Oh, I'm just scared, Jake. I'm just trembling in my boots.
You should be. Because I don't care what you do to Lucky or me, but you lay one finger on her
And you'll what?
Forget it, Jake. He's not worth it.
But you are, ain't you, sweetie? Michael Grand didn't say anything about you, but you're obviously part of the team. I think he will be profitably thankful for what I've done.
Well, good for him. Right now, all I have to say to Jake is that... What do you mean, Michael Grand? What's he have to do with this? Bow and sour, do you know what you'd like?
The special, too, please.
Okay.
She's really a lovely girl. She certainly made a go of things since her brother's death.
Harding, is there anything or anybody that you don't know about in this town?
Are you accusing me of being a born politician? I confess. I guess that's the reason that your father and I are such good friends. Asa and I have no apologies for being what we are.
Must be nice not to have to apologize for anything.
Well, being Asa's friend is one of the reasons that I cleared my calendar to join you for lunch. So, what is this, Buchanan family business?
Well, yes, it is. Actually, it doesn't have to do with Asa, though. It has to do with Bo and me.
Oh, sweetheart, the commissioner is a very busy man. Maybe this can wait for another time.
Well, I don't think it can. I think the time is now, and we both know it.
I guess I'm the only one who doesn't know it. What's going on?
As commissioner, I'm sure you're well aware of the fact that charges have been brought against my husband. I want you to know that all of those charges are based on a lie.
A lie?
The truth is...
No, the truth is that any problems that I have with the police are going to be handled in court, right? Harding, I have a special favor.
Right, and
to
that
ask
favor
you.
involves me being able to sit down with you and tell you...
No, honey, why don't you just let me tell him about it? See, she's excited because this was all really her idea.
Well, would you let me explain?
Now, what we need, Hardy, we need some special permits to shoot on location for Fraternity
No, it really
Row.
doesn't have to do with Fraternity Row at all. It has to do with the police
Yeah, the
and what
police
I
have given me nothing but an absolute runaround about all of this, and so Sarah's suggestion is that I bring my complaints straight to the top. See, what she would like is for one of these days soon, you would come by the studio and watch us tape the show, and then you and I could sit down and I could show you some facts and figures and prove the benefits that television and film location production how valuable they would really be to this whole town.
Oh, don't you think it would...
Just think, excuse me, honey, really. Think of the potential gain. Now, my dream is to make Landview, Pennsylvania, a television and film production mecca. Do you know how great that would be for everybody in this town?
Yes, certainly, of course.
Well, see, then we're agreed. Why don't, let's just have lunch right now. I know you got a real tight schedule. And then someday soon, plan on coming by the studio and we'll sit down, we'll talk about it. Okay?
Brenda, darling, I can see what you're going through. Come with me.
Michael, the wedding is being, excuse me, being postponed. We are taking Brenda to a place where she can tell us what she wants.
You doctors love playing God, don't you? Why don't you leave it in the operating room, Dan? You're only succeeding in disrupting Brenda's wedding day.
Well, that was the idea.
When are you going to wise up, Danny boy? She doesn't want you. She's rejected you. I know that's hard for your young ego to accept, but you're going to have to make some adjustments. Starting now. I'm calling the police if you don't leave my house.
Brenda, Ty said it nice and sweet. We want what you want. Just please tell us what that is.
Why don't you just leave her
Would
alone?
you let her answer, Michael? Go, Michael. Tell me, Brenda, not out of fear or confusion. Tell me, do you love Michael or do you love me?
Go on, Brenda. Tell him. Tell Danny that you love me. What do you think you're doing?
You don't have to say it. When you kissed me, when you touched me, that tells me that you love me.
Brenda, of course you have feelings for Dan. Why shouldn't you? But you know that you belong with me and with Stephen because you are happy with Stephen and me.
Stephen. I want a family for
But
Stephen.
Brenda, that doesn't mean that you have
With
to
Michael.
settle for this
I want a family.
sleaze.
We're going to be a real family,
That's
the three
right.
of us.
That's right, Brenda. Our family.
Yes.
Now tell Dan that you're sorry and we can proceed.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love Michael and I want to be his wife.
Brenda, you don't mean that. Those are just Michael's words, not your words.
They're my words and they're my feelings. I care about you and I'll always care about you, but I love Michael and we're going to be married.
Well, I hope everyone is satisfied, especially you, Doctor. Obviously, Brenda didn't want to hurt you, but she has answered you truthfully. Would you please, once and for all, accept her decision? Now, Brenda, take your brother's arm, and I'll be waiting for you with the Reverend. I love you. Okay? Oh, and Dan, you can stay if you like. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the slight delay, and we can now proceed.
Dan, I'm sorry. We did the best we could. If this is what... We have to respect her wishes.
Max, where have you been all this time? Haven't you seen Gabrielle struggling to deal with your death? Huh? Renouncing God? Avowing to revenge herself on the world? Didn't you happen to notice any of that?
Yeah, of course I did.
Of course you did. Then why didn't you come forward? Huh? You could have wiped away all of Gabrielle's pain with one wave of the hand. Why didn't you just come by and tell her you were alive?
I couldn't do that.
You couldn't do it. Max, that is not good enough for me. You put Gabrielle and Al and your sister Andy through living hell. And I want to know why.
When Jared and Lily took me to their clinic, they didn't know who I was. And after the first operation, when I got a good look at my face, I wouldn't let anybody talk to me or see me.
And what about the people you love?
I went to Gabrielle. I snuck in her room. And she took one look at me and screamed in horror. Same thing happened with my son. I scared Al half to death.
Yeah, but if you gave them a little time to adjust.
Adjust to what? A man who looked more like a freak than anything else? And Al would probably spend half of his life in nightmares. Yeah, and Gabrielle would stand by me. But she would have done it only out of pity.
No, Max, you're wrong. When you were masquerading up on that hill as the recluse, who was your only friend? Gabrielle. Now, she was drawn to you not out of pity, but because she felt somehow deep down that you were Max Holden.
Maybe.
No, maybe. That's the truth. Now, you tell me why you didn't reveal yourself to her then.
Okay, what kind of life could I offer to her? A life in the shadows with me? Would that have been unfair to Gabrielle? Is that the kind of life and future I should have given to my son?
Okay, but what about after the second operation, huh? I mean, this one, the one that gave you this face. No scars, no freak show. Why didn't you just go to Gabrielle immediately after that?
I started to. I came to Landry. I was ready to reveal myself. But things were going too fast. So I decided to introduce myself as Matt Kingston, Max Holden's friend. And Gabrielle was upset just to be reminded of Max Holden. I even overheard her say that she should have never agreed to marry me in the first place, because we were bad news for each other from the get-go. And don't you understand? I couldn't tell her after that. Which meant I couldn't tell Andy or Al either. Now, do you think I want it this way? I want to be with my family. I want to love them. I want them to love me. But I can't seem to make it work. So I guess that's why I'm talking to you. Figure out some way.
Yeah. You're hoping that I can do what you can't do now, right? You want me to tell Gabrielle you're alive.
What is this about you and Michael Grand?
Grand? I thought he said Grundy.
Oh, shut
Michael
up. Just
Grundy.
shut up.
Okay, I was a courier for Grand when I got busted.
You were carrying his cash when you got nabbed by the police? You mean he's laundering drug money? And you're doing Michael Grand's dirty work?
No, I'm just doing my job, honey. As far as I'm concerned, Mr. Grand is just a concerned citizen who helped me nab an escaped convict. Make that 2 plus a bonus. Let's move it, folks.
Say, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, what's going on here? I'm going out to the garden, and I see this door knocked down.
Get out of the way, Arch.
You again. Look, I don't care what badge you carry, mister. I told you, leave this honeymoon couple alone.
It's not a honeymoon couple, idiot! They're the cons I've been looking for.
The convicts don't be... Give it up.
Okay, let him go, Lucky. All right, Mr. Skaggs. Let's reconsider our options right now.
You better put that down, Jake. You're in enough trouble already.
Now, I guess I got nothing to lose. Come on. Let's have you give me the gun right now. Come on.
Sure, with pleasure, bud.
All right. Here. Now, how about since you were so anxious to check out this room, you go in the bathroom and I'll check it out. Come on, let's go. Let's go! Lucky, get the keys from Arch?
Sure thing. Now, look here.
Hey, I happen to be a black belt in the ancient art of Laza Haspu. Now, give me the keys and follow Skaggs in. There you go. Go.
Sorry about that, Arch. Didn't have a choice.
My brother told me to buy a fast food joint instead.
Okay, let's get going. What are you doing? Come on.
I think a girl needs her pants, doesn't she?
I don't think we have time. Come on, Lucky, lock him in. Let's go.
Hey, you better let me out of here, boy! Let us out. You're getting...
God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, bless, preserve, and keep you. The Lord mercifully with his
Want a hanky, Wanda?
fill you with all
Funny you should ask that, honey. I mean, I always cry at weddings, but this one is... But Brenda is your sister, right? Do you think she looks like a happy bride?
She's made her choice. Michael, you have taken Brenda to be your wife. Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others to be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Brenda, you have taken Michael to be your husband. Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others to be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
You got it all wrong. I'm just asking you to prepare her just a little bit for me.
Prepare her how?
I don't know, maybe you can suggest that I might still be alive, that she can, I don't know, go over the events of the accident one more time. Or maybe you could lead her to the truth, huh? So that when I tell her, it might not come down as a shock to
Max! Do you know what I've been doing for the past few months, huh? I have been working my tail off to get her to accept your death. And now you want me to get her to question it? I can't do that. I don't know how to do that.
Well, maybe you can find a way to make her think that she did it her own way.
And meanwhile, you'll be spared the job of having to tell her the real story.
Oh, you're thick-headed. If I wanted to spare myself, I would have told her by now and gone on with the issue of living with my family again. But it's too soon and too much to ask of them right now. They need time. And that's where you can help me, by giving them that time.
Okay, I'll do it.
Just like that.
No, I'm not doing it for your sake. I'm doing it for Gabrielle's sake.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks. Thanks for her and for everything that you've done for her over the several months. I never had much use for the priesthood.
Look, you can save the testimonial, right? It's my job.
Okay. And that includes playing by the rules, so everything said in that box
is exactly between you and me.
Okay. You know, for a guy who believes in miracles, you're pretty matter-of-fact about all this. How about it? You know, I appreciate it. Gave me a blessing.
Max Holden wants my blessing.
Yeah, that's so bad. What do I have to do to deserve it, Father? Come on. Huh?
The Lord be with you. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
And with you, Father. Thanks. I mean that. Thanks.
Okay. If anybody was following us, I'm sure we lost him by now.
Yeah, great idea you had, Jake. Staying off the main roads and running through the woods.
I'm telling you, it was a stroke of genius. But the next time you decide to take us on a little hike, how about letting me take my pants and my shoes?
I'm sorry, but we didn't have any choice. It was either stay there, put on your pants, get caught by the cops, and go down to Florida and go to jail, so I figured you'd want to do this.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I haven't had much choice, have I, since we became Siamese twins?
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm going to rest, Jake. I have bunions on my bunions. My stomach is growling, and I'm not budging one more foot until I get something to eat and to sleep. Got a problem with that?
No problem with that, right, Jake? I mean, nothing beats a farmhouse as far as getting some food. And as far as catching some Z's, there's nothing softer and more comfortable than a pile
Oh, God. Our mascot's got hay fever.
I thought you had medicine for us, Lucky.
Well, maybe he left it back there with my pants.
No, it's no problem. It's, no, I sneeze and I get to clear out my nasal.
Ah! I really don't think I want to hear this.
No, it's very scientific. Every time I sneeze, my sinuses, they clear out. And they dry out just like I'm in Arizona.
Hey, Lucky. Why don't you go look for some food? Huh?
Good idea, Jake.
Just don't let the farmer see you, okay?
You got it.
Thanks.
Oh.
You too?
No, I don't have hay fever, but I've got a draft on my derriere. But we can solve that.
What a shame, what a shame. You have such a lovely pair of legs. I hate to cover them up.
Speaking of covering up, Jake, what were you doing with Michael Grand's money?
So if you want the truth, I'll give it to you. Michael Grand had paid somebody to carry in some laundered money for him into this country. It was a guy I met down in Mexico once, just once. I didn't know him. He was hip to the fact that the feds were on his tail, so he hired me to make the delivery. And he failed to tell me, though, who and what this package was for.
And you didn't ask? I mean, Jake, you know that it could have been filled with drug money or counterfeit money, something.
I needed the job. I was desperate for money. I didn't think. I didn't ask any questions. I just trusted the guy. I know it was dumb, but I did it.
Shows to go, you. Gotta be careful who you trust.
So, you know, that's why I broke out of jail. Once I found out that Michael Grand was behind this whole thing, I decided to come back to Landview. And I figured I'd shake him down, get some cash and a plane ticket out of him. I figured that was the least he could owe me, right?
So you compounded one crime with another.
I'm not a criminal, damn it. Michael used me, took advantage of me. Was I supposed to let him get away with that?
I don't know. I suppose that if I was in your place, that I would.
You've never been in my place.
Okay, maybe you've had it a little bit tougher than I have. But I know how Michael Grand can hurt people. Look what he's tried to do to my sister.
So you don't blame me for trying to get him back? Trying to get him for what he owes me?
No. I don't blame you for that. I do, however, blame you for lying to me ever since the beginning.
Good, I was trying to come clean with you the other day. When we were at your place, I was just about to tell you the whole truth. I wanted to, believe me. But then Skag shows up and all hell breaks loose.
No, that's the truth, Megan. Should give him another chance, you know?
Thanks, Luck, but I think I'm out of chances.
No, I have one more question for you. When you couldn't get the money out of Michael Grand, why didn't you just leave Landview? I mean, if you were on the run, why didn't you just keep running?
Simple, I met you.
Oh, Jake, you know just what to say. And I know just what to steal. Hey, I got apples, cucumbers, lettuce, potatoes.
What you should eat. You need your strength.
I know what I need.
Great feast, if I do say so to myself. You gonna let all my hard work just go down the drain? Chow time. You want an apple?
I am sorry. I really have to get back to City Hall. Bo, I'll clear those permits that you asked me about.
Harding, I knew I could count on you. Thanks.
Take care. Good to see you, Sarah.
You too.
Come again, please, Mr.
Thank you, I will.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Why?
Huh?
Why wouldn't you let me confess?
I am not going to let you go to jail for something that Michael Grand set up. Sweetheart, look, you have to give me the time to nail that guy.
No, it was a lovely ceremony.
Well, thank you very much, Donna. It was sweet of Donna to share this day with us, wasn't it, darling?
Yes, it's sweet of you. Thank you for sharing the day with us.
If I could have a word alone with the beautiful bride, please.
Thank you for sharing the day with us, Wanda.
Hey, you already said that, sweetheart. You know, if I could just talk to her alone for a minute, if
Wanda,
you don't mind.
I think that it would be best for Brenda to go upstairs and take a bit of a nap before dinner.
A bit of a nap? Why would she take a nap? She just got married.
She did, didn't she?
Yes.
Well, you see, it's been an exhausting day. Brenda hasn't fully recovered yet. Oh, you understand. Come along, darling. A nap will do wonders for you. Excuse us.
Sure.
Full day.
I expect you to keep an eye on her.
Of course, sir.
And before she dozes off, I want another medicated disc to be applied.
Another? But we've already increased the dosage to the limit. Any more could be dangerous, even...
Just do it, please.
This is Peter Jennings on ABC's World News Tonight. This week, the high cost of health care is on the American agenda. Tonight, why Americans have the highest medical bills in the world.
Tonight, Mac hangs between life and death in a nightmarish struggle to stay alive on an all-new MacGyver. Tomorrow, Dan tries to get help dealing with his daughters on Roseanne. Then Oprah Winfrey stars in her first dramatic series. It's a special preview of Brewster Place.